here at the brake shop getting the van worked on. They put blocks behind the tires. So they said I can't work in the van, but I can work behind the van. So I'm out of their way and I'm safe because they got the blocks on the tires, so it shouldn't roll anywhere. And they said they just, for a liability reason, I can't be in the van while they have it lifted up. So I have to work outside the van on the ground. So I got my little setup here. Still got the office chair, sitting in that. I got a little bucket as my table. My donuts on it. My laptop's on the tail of the van in the back. It's resting right there. I plugged in the generator. We got that going so the battery can charge up. So we're gonna get to work, try to do some editing while they do the brakes. One side's done already. So got the brakes done. They did it with well under 2 hours. Pretty good. Front brakes, rotors. Now they're changing out the tire. They already swapped the tire out. Took the old broken one off, put a new one on, or used one. Now they're taking off the spare. So it'll be good to go right now. Temporarily. Eventually I'm gonna get all new tires. But this will keep us moving for a little bit, the next month or two. He said he'll be able to put the spare back on there. So that's good. So I got the tool out. The spare wrench tool.
Bajo esto. Lo bajo. Ven acá, Pino. Ahí está la palanca.
Yeah, when you got the tool, the spare comes off easy. It comes off real easy. It's a little bit harder to put it back on. According to YouTube, what I've seen, it was a little more challenging, so I don't feel like dealing with.
¿Se queda ahí o qué?
Mechanism is this is as high as it can go. It's starting to strip itself.
Oh yeah.
That's the best it's gonna get because it's starting to just jump on itself.
Huh.
So.
All right.
All right.
This it is what it is.
All right, man.
Appreciate it.
Let's go.
So now, part 3, we wake up and this other tire's flat. So that means somebody's fucking with me, or these people yesterday didn't do a good job and something happened while they were working. I don't know. There's all kinds of nails on the floor over there at the mechanic shop. So I'm not going to take it back to them. I'm going to go somewhere cheaper and get them to change that one. It'll be cheap as hell, $20. But I got to fill it with air to get it over there. And my compressor, the quick connect part, is missing on it. So we gotta go get a new one. You ready, lady? You ready, lady? You ready? Alright, let's go do this. Get this over with. Fill this up with air and get it to the tire place. The other tire place. Thankfully, we got another ride, so it makes these things kind of easy. A lot easier. If I didn't have a ride, it'd be hurting. I'd have to take an Uber. So just now passing close to Lowe's. I'm at Lowe's now. I'm pulling in right now. But I was down the street a little ways before I got here. I took a rolling stop. It was like a stop sign. I didn't completely stop at it. I kind of rolled through it. And this dude speeds up to me in like one of those undercover looking rides. He speeds up to me. He puts his fake ass Uber lights on. He had like a red and blue Uber light. He puts them both on. I kind of pulled off to the side of the road thinking it was a real cop for a second, even though those lights look fake as hell. He goes on around me, and I see he's got a regular tag. So I catch back. He gets in the turning lane at the intersection. He gets in the turning lane, and I tell him put his window down. He rolls his window down. He shows me some bullshit badge. It didn't even look like a real police badge. And I go, bro, you're not no friggin' cop, bro. You're not an effing cop. You're a fake. And I gave him the middle finger and kept going. He didn't do nothing. So he was either off duty or he's a fake cop. I believe he's a fake cop. Because how are you going to have a red and blue light in a patrol car but a regular tag? And I flicked him off. And he still didn't do nothing. And he had fake lights and no yellow tag. If you ever seen a fake cop, that's exactly what it looks like. All right, quick connect. Let's get the quick connect and get it quickly. This might be it. This might be it right here. Lady Bella. What you doing, lady? What you doing, lady, baby? Ding, 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 ding. Winner, chicken dinner. All right, lady, let's go. Just like that. We back at it. Back on track in a little bit.
That's a cute dog.
Thank you. So yeah, we'll take the breaker bar and the adapter to the tire shop because they might not be able to get those lugs off without it. Why is it? It always does it. It tells you only scan one item. Okay, what's wrong if I scan one item? I had to back it out and then go back. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but it acts like it acts like it was a problem that I only scanned one item. Thank you. Have a good one. You too. Like I said, thank God I got another ride. Because if I didn't, I'd be having to take an Uber or do something different. I'd probably have to just stay at home and look for the connector. But like I said, you spend $4 for a new connector. Yeah, I already got it. But this saves me like probably an hour or more of time. Rather just buy it and get it over with and get it done quick. So I should have told him, if y'all want me to quit rolling through stop signs, slow rolling stop signs, y'all want me to quit doing that, then why don't y'all make some lights that know not to turn red when there's no cars waiting? There should be a sensor in there that if there's no cars waiting to get through the light, it shouldn't turn red. It shouldn't change. But they don't do that. So that's why I roll through stop signs. To make up for the time of having to stop at lights that I shouldn't have to stop at. Pistachio iced coffee. Gracias. Thank you. Need my fix, man. Hey, you gotta move. I gotta put this right here. Alright, let's get it. Oof. Very nice, very nice. We're about to reach the pedestal of greatness in life. When you get in this situation, life tries to put people around and things around you and obstacles and obstructions, and that's what happens when you're about to reach that upper echelon. You start getting little fightbacks with situations and people and obstacles. So we're not gonna let it disturb us because we already know We getting shit done. That's when a lot of little setbacks start happening, a lot of obstacles, a lot of distractions, a lot of people trying to throw you off your game. And that's what happens. That's how you know you're doing things correct. We got 99 attempted problems, but none of them are real. None of them's a real problem. Little time consumption issues, but that's about it. So we're getting delayed a little bit here and there, but that's all right. That's life letting you know, hey, you're about to go to the next level. And just like that, there's a kitty cat. There's a kitty cat. Go get him. Where's the kitty cat? Where's the kitty cat? Three times. All right. Listen, y'all, I know cops are important. Here's an accident. I understand it's a minor accident. They really need to move the vehicles to the side of the road already. But the real important thing is y'all got this cop on the left blocking the lane, blocking one way. And you got this cop on the right blocking one way. Like, I'm totally confused as to why you need two cops blocking up two lanes for a little fender bender type accident. Come on, man. These boys tripping, man. I'm just gonna go around and do a U-turn. I hope this is an illegal U-turn, because I will make it. I will be making it if this is an illegal U-turn, just because of that police bullshit back there. Bro, open one of the lanes up, bro. Get the f out of the way. The funny thing is, there's enough space for cars going the other way to make a right into that street. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna U-turn right here, come around, and bust the right, sneak into that lane. All right, so we got a new mechanic. A buddy of mine told me to check out this place. He always takes his truck up here, and I came here and got a price, and it's already 150 cheaper than the other one. Which that tire place, the other tire place I go to, they always overcharge anyways. They're always like that. So I'm glad I found this place. It's much more accurate pricing, so I like that. And they said it's only gonna take a couple hours. Sure, that's awesome. Transmission's the next thing we gotta be concerned about. Once the starter is fixed, that's it. Everything's done except maybe, well, we got the oil housing we gotta change. Other than the oil housing, the next concern is transmission. And once those two are done, everything should be perfect. And the transmission might not even be an issue. The starter might not even be an issue. It might be the connection, you know, because it's very intermittent. But I'm just gonna have them change it anyways, so I don't have to worry about it. All right, let me set up this computer and do some editing. She's smiling. Looks like he's all done. Just cranked it up a couple times. Starting up perfectly. Beautiful. So now the starter has been changed and it works great. It's working great now. But now the transmission is slipping out of gear faster, almost immediately when I press acceleration. So I shouldn't have asked the mechanic for a transmission shop, because now it's like I need one immediately. Now that I asked them about that, now, after they changed the starter, now it's needed immediately, where before it wasn't so immediate. And I went to this place across the street because I couldn't make it to the mechanic's suggested one, but I couldn't make it to that one. So I went here, and these people, they don't want to do maintenance. They want you to go ahead and change the whole transmission. I'm like, nah, bro. Nah, I want to do a flush first. So these guys are a ripoff right here. Don't ever go to this place if you're in my area, because they don't want to do maintenance for you. They want to get the big bank immediately without even looking at it. They're like, oh, I'm not gonna put it in the warehouse, and then it's and you know, then we gotta put it in again. Bro, put it in again. I don't care. You know, you lost the customer. Y'all lost the customer. That's all that is. That's no big deal. That's no sweat off my balls. You lost the customer, sir. Because the minute I tell you I want a flush, most places love to do flushes because it's easy. It's a quick $100-something, $100.50. So most places love flushing stuff out. These people, they don't want to bother with it. They just want to go ahead and change the transmission. I'm like, nah, buddy, it's not the way it works, dude. We're gonna go over here across the street and get some transmission fluid, and that'll probably fix the issue. And this guy was ready to change out the transmission. Nah, bro. We ain't doing all that. Alright, y'all. So we slowly made it across the street to the, I don't even know what place this is, to the auto parts store, whichever one this is. There's so many of them, I confuse them. But we're at, I think this is Advance Auto. I don't know. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's an auto parts store. We slowly made it across the road to get over here. The transmission is overheating, and all the other signs of being low on fluid are there, but the transmission still works. It goes in the reverse, goes into drive, so that tells me that it's most likely just low on fluid. So I went ahead and added the minimum 5 quarts. To do a full reload, it's like 9 quarts or something, but I did the minimum 5 quarts. So we'll see if it acts better now. We know at least that's what the issue is. And I still might get it flushed. Just if it works good, I'm not going to do it today, but soon I might get it flushed out. And about to start it up now. Let's see what we do. See if we have any success, because if it's still doing the same thing after adding some fluid, then that's going to be a problem. The gentleman inside said it might be a blockage also somewhere in the filter that could also cause it. So that's another option, but that would require the flushing. So let's just hope it was low. If it was just low, then we're okay. We're good to go. Alright, let's crank her up. We won't know nothing until we get on the road. Alright, went into reverse just fine. That's never the issue. It always goes in reverse fine. I haven't had any issues with that. I have had jerkiness when it shifts into gear, a little bit of jerkiness. I had slight delays, and I have a lot of slippage. So hopefully it's just low fluid and we're good. You gotta be very careful when you're driving this thing. Oh, we're still getting slippage, y'all. We're still getting slippage. Not good, man. Not good. Alright, I'm gonna slow crawl it to the transmission place. It's already 4:30, man. Let me sign off the camera for now. Try to get to this transmission place, see what they say. I might have to crawl my way there, and then I might, if they're gonna close soon, then I'll have to crawl my way home because I don't want to leave the van there. But at least I can talk to them and see what my other options are. Hopefully there's more options. Alright, y'all. Let's see you in a minute. Hopefully. So maybe it takes a little while for the transmission fluid to work its way in. Maybe it takes a little while for the fluid to work its way into the system. I don't want to give it too much gas just in case, but apparently it has my, like, I haven't gunned it too much, but it seems to have some acceleration now, whereas before when I just give it a little gas it immediately slips. I'm still driving extra slow just to be cautious, but right now I just accelerated a tiny bit and it's in forward motion, whereas before it would slip. So maybe it's working its way in the system and it just took a little bit. That would be nice if that's the case. But I'm scared to gun it because then I'm going to have to shut it off and restart it again. It was going forward in the first gear. As long as I don't accelerate, the momentum was keeping me going on first gear. I guess we'll try a little more acceleration. It just kicked in the second gear. We maybe, I don't want to get too excited too soon. Don't want to get too excited too soon. But it does seem like it's somewhat functioning correctly now. Alright, man, we're accelerating good now. I haven't sped it up too much, but there's no slippage at all right now. So I'm gonna go talk to these transmission people since I'm en route to that direction. I'm gonna go talk to them just to feel them out, because if this continues to be a problem, then I'll have to have it changed somewhere, and I want to have a good idea of who I'm working with before I take it there. Like the last place, that dude didn't want to help me do any preventative, any kind of top off or anything. It was like, you know, he didn't want to give me any information on that. He said, "Oh, pull it in. We'll get it changed out. You have transmission problem, huh?" He's like that. Yeah. Like as soon as I say, "Oh, I want to, how much for a transmission flush?" He's like, "You have transmission problems, huh?" I didn't say that. I said, you know, I'm like, bro, calm down, slow your roll. I know where you're going at. Like I read the situation perfectly. The dude's an idiot, is what it is. He cost himself a customer. That's why you have to feel some of these people out, because when there's symptoms that are due to low fluid, you don't knock somebody that wants to get, you know, fluid replaced. You know, that's like, that should be, he should know better. If, you know, I can understand if he wants to take advantage of somebody, you know, do it to somebody that doesn't know squat. But I know a little bit. I research a little bit, and I know that the symptoms I'm having are not necessarily because of a bad transmission. They're also due to low to no fluid. And I basically think I had no fluid in there, because it seemed pretty dry in there to me. But I could just tell, and that heat seems like it's coming from transmission, because my engine temperature is normal. It always is, and that engine bay gets way too hot. So that has to be coming from transmission. That's, you know, that's my take on the whole situation. And this guy didn't want to have anything to do with flushing. He was ready to swap out the transmission. Nah, bro. We're about to get on a faster road right now. It's 16 seconds for the light to change. We're going to get on this faster road, and we're going to try to accelerate normally and see how we're doing. I have a feeling we're going to be just fine. I have a hunch that we're going to be just fine. Because you got to remember, the transmission is a big monster, so especially on a van. So it just took a minute for the fluid to get all throughout the system. It wasn't like instant. See, now it's kicking into gear. I'm doing 25. Let me get it on up to 30. Kicked into another gear. Yeah, this is like an important test, because I might have to I might have to swap this transmission out before I go on my trip. I don't want to have to do that. I'd rather be able to make the trip. Technically, I got 2 trips to make. I need some food soon. I need something to drink. I need a lot right now. I need some rest. I need some peace of mind. because I've been running crazy all day. Alright, I'm getting it up over 35 now. Getting up 35 miles per hour. It's shifting to the next gear, but it seems like a lot of delay, or a decent amount of delay. But it does switch over, and the switch is pretty smooth. It's not being jerky like it was earlier when it switches. So man, it might be working out just fine. So why is it called Dutch pot if it's Jamaican food? It makes it sound like it's Dutch food. Is Dutch food similar to Jamaican food? I'm confused why they call it the Dutch pot. I'm so confused by that. One day I'll go in there and ask them. Jamaican food does sound good right now. I am getting kind of hungry. Last night me and Lady Bella went to Longhorn. That was awesome. It was expensive. I spent $100 there. But I had a beer, 2 margaritas. I had a top shelf margarita and a regular margarita. And then I had a beer. I had 2 appetizers. I had a T-bone steak dinner. It was like $30. So the T-bone steak was like 30. Each appetizer was 10. The margaritas, one was 7. The other one was 11. The beer was 7. A decent amount of money. Why do I keep passing where I need to go? I guess it's good I'm doing this because transmission fluid is getting worked throughout the system right now. I'm not driving too fast. Even though I believe the issue's resolved itself with that fluid. There's a Mexican place over here. Tostadas, burritos, tacos, wey. Muchos tacos, wey. Tortillas, wey. Tortillas, this place is huge. There's 2 Mexican places in the same small plaza. So I wanted to go to the American food cafeteria. It's not a buffet, but it's set up like a buffet, but it's actually like a cafeteria line place. It's called Piccadilly. I'm sure a lot of y'all probably heard of it. But I was thinking of going there because I haven't been there in ages. I'm so happy now. It doesn't seem like the transmissions are slipping at all. Getting no slippage from the tranny. No tranny slippage whatsoever. So I'm sorry y'all, this isn't an exciting episode, but you know, a lot of times I'll do these filmings before I go on trips. So in between trips you might see a video or 2 that's like this, where it's just, you know, but it's important to share because it's, you know, this is van life. What am I gonna do? Just share the good stuff and nobody ever sees what van life can really be like sometimes? You know, the preparation and the maintenance between trips. It's important to show that, because if you don't show that, then you leave people with a false representation of what van life is really like and what it's about sometimes, because it's not all about traveling and having fun all the time and going out to eat and taking lady on walks and on the stroller and on the cart and on the e-bike. It's not about all that. That's not what van life is really all about. I mean, a percentage of it is that, but the huge percentage of it is also about, you know, taking care of the van and things that go wrong with the van. You know, that's a big part of the reality. You know, I don't want to give you just the fluff. I want to give you everything, you know. I don't want to give you just fluff. I don't want to give you just fun. I don't want to just give you scenic views of the beach all the time. I want to give you that, yeah, but it's, you know, I want to give you everything also. So this is a part of it. So we're getting ready to take a couple back-to-back trips real soon. We have to be ready. And it's important for y'all to know what it's like to be ready. Look at this place, man. You see that Winnebago up there? There's spots to the left of him. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots right there that are not in use because they're being blocked by cones and vehicles. So I went in there to talk to the guy. he said maintenance is a good idea for what it sounds like. So you do a filter change, stuff like that, might make it run a lot better. That's what I'm thinking too. But I should be good to wait till after the trip to do it. We'll have to see how it happens. Fortunately, the next trip is only to Okeechobee area, which is not far. It's like a 2-hour drive. So fortunately, that's on our side, that it's not a long trip, and it'll give us a good chance to see if the fluid is really helping. It feels to me like it is. I had to slow down again right now, but not because of the transmission. I had to slow down because the lady's drinking water. I just filled up her water bowl, and so I had to take off really slow for her so she could drink her water. And if people behind me have an issue with that, then I'm sorry, but you know, my dog gotta drink her water, man. Y'all can chill. Y'all can chill the F out. It's not rush hour right now. Well, actually, it probably is. It's rush hour for people to get home. Anyways, I'm gonna go get some food, man. Go to the cafeteria, get some food. I was gonna test out one of those Mexican places, but I'm like, today's not a day for testing out things. I want to get something that I know is gonna fit the bill, and plus, I want to get some refillable drinks. Cafeteria has a really good drink fountain that is refillable. So I feel like I could eat like a small portion of food and have like 6 or 7 glasses of soda. Dr. Pepper. That's what I need. Either some cherry Pepsi or Dr. Pepper. Anyways, I'm so relieved that the van's running better now. And I think getting that filter change is probably a good idea. Because, you know, it's definitely been neglected by me and who knows how much longer before me. Because I didn't know how to change the transmission fluid. I know my last 2 vehicles, my current Mustang and the PT Cruiser I had before that, I never dealt with transmission fluid or transmission problems. So I definitely have neglected those, but they seem to be fine. Now, whether this thing has a leak or not, I don't know. But since I've had it for the past 10 months or so, it's not got any kind of maintenance on transmission. So, you know, I don't want to spend money on a transmission swap, but I do need to do some maintenance, you know, because that's just the right thing to do. Whether it's needed or not is irrelevant, because it's supposed to be maintenance. And if you're not maintaining it, then it's no surprise you're gonna have issues like this. So I feel regardless if it needs it or not, I have to get it maintenance. I don't know what to do, man. I don't trust mechanics half the time. Actually, I don't trust mechanics most of the time. But it is what it is, man. Everybody's got their hustle, bro, and then people don't care about you, bro. They just want to take money. Give me money. Let me fix everything you don't need and give me all your money. And that's basically what it feels like sometimes. Unless, you know, every now and then you get a good mechanic, but then they go out of business. You know, so it's like the only ones staying in business are the ones taking advantage of people. That's the way it seems. Anyways, man, let me quit ranting. Go get some food. You can tell I need food because I start ranting more. When I need food, I start ranting a lot more. So let me get some food in my stomach. And tonight I gotta prepare to leave tomorrow. Hopefully this transmission thing is resolved, and hopefully I can leave tomorrow. You know. Transmission definitely feels way better now.